house. Hey.
It's movie night.
It is movie night. I hope you can see me, because I'm good looking. Quit with my man Fro, alright?
Afro Samurai.
You know, I always think I look like, God, what's his name? The fire guy off of the claymation animated from like the 60s Christmas specials.
Heat Miser.
Heat Miser, yeah. I was like Heat Miser. There we go.
You're too much.
Yeah. Tonight we watched 2 movies again. Travis is joining us, a good friend of ours.
Travis.
We have mentioned a movie when he was here last time that he'd never seen that we said, you know, we had now called the Mothman Prophecies, which we'll get to that in a second. Oh, timer. I forgot to set a timer. Otherwise, we'll just ramble on for a couple hours, and that's not...
Take a minute off.
Take a minute off? Okay. So anyway, we watched 2 movies tonight. The first of which was...
and we actually made it all the way through
my
2 movies tonight.
My choice was the first one, which I made a horrible choice.
Yeah.
Was it Video Dead?
Video
Dead.
In your defense...
The picture looked better than the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I really don't think so. This looked like a movie that I would have rented from Video World back when it was at the log cabin. Like I'd see the VHS.
That was a long
I'd see the VHS there on the wall, and I'd be like, "Wow, that looks awesome."
Where's the log cabin at?
Remember when Video World was
Hometown? You know where Hometown Bank's at now?
No.
Like there's SMB and the roundabout. And
no, it wasn't there.
Oh yeah, Hometown Bank.
He's older than us. Don't argue with
By a year.
No. Log cabin. I don't remember log cabin.
Yeah. There was an old school log cabin. Video World was there.
Apparently there was a log cabin.
And then after Video World was there, they moved over to where Little Caesars, into that complex where Little Caesars used to be.
What? Okay, I'm with you now. I think. I don't know where you... I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at. I know where I'm at now, but it's not like then. Anyway.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Damn it.
People who are my age and older can corroborate my story.
1 year! 1 year! Anyway, we watched a movie this evening called Video Dead.
Horrible. Don't leave random... if you're given a random spooky TV, don't turn it on.
Don't even have to be spooky. If you're given a TV...
In a wooden crate.
that there's a mirror in front of it, just don't mess with it. Just pack it back, put the top back on, put the newspaper back in, put the top back on, send it back to where it came from.
Well,
it's bad news.
You know, nowadays, if you got that TV, that particular TV, TV from hell.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, number one, you couldn't hook it up because UHF.
Oh, yeah. It's
got the double dial.
I bet you TV got the screws in the back you hook the antenna.
Oh, yeah. It's got one of the double prong.
Double prong, yeah.
TV from hell has been outdated.
Yeah.
But at least you know if you got that, the only channel you were going to get would be hell.
Yeah. Anyway, this is what happens. There's a guy, apparently he's a writer because he didn't watch TV, an educated type.
Yeah.
He didn't watch TV. He is mistakenly given by the High Life.
Not High Life.
It's not beer. High Life.
This is the Miller we're talking
I've had
about.
enough beer tonight.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Anyway, it's not High Life, it's High Light. My companions My companions have left the building, and I will be going forward as we move on.
We taking the rest of the commentary for tonight.
So discussing the Video Dead. He gets the TV and it turns on, and he goes in and turns it off. And he continues to do this a couple times.
It turns on and off and on and off.
And they're not really zombies.
I would describe them as
they're
dead people that don't know they're dead.
Yeah, they're confused.
They're confused.
Well, aren't all zombies confused?
No.
The living dead.
Zombies are
dead.
flesh-hungry beasts.
These were very... these creatures were smart and they planned.
They had a sugar shack.
They had a shack out in the woods. Wow.
It was awful! Let's just move on! It was awful!
Oh my god.
Are we even gonna be able to use this?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
But
I
basically,
would like to exclude myself.
Yeah.
basically the whole movie ends
Disclaimer.
bad. Oh, everybody dies. Don't watch it.
Yeah. Well,
I think, okay, a couple of good quotes from this.
Oh.
And one good scene, which I thought was excellent.
yeah.
The scene, first off, is this kid comes at the zombie bride with the machete, and he cuts off her head, but in the meantime, she runs him through with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
So it's this double whammy effect, and I thought that was pretty good.
all samurai to take out the last zombie.
This movie came out in, what, 1980?
84, 85.
So at the time, I'm building up to the next
The
quote we have. But at the time, it was like, you know, understandable for whatever reason they might be there, but the quote was, doesn't seem like a good idea to be an... I'm sorry,
No.
What was it?
I can't remember exactly how.
Something about, I guess it's not as good to be in Saudi Arabia as they thought.
Oh, okay.
Oh, crap.
The parents of these two kids are living out of the country, and she looks the son, the son looks over at the daughter, and he goes, "Well, I guess living in Saudi Arabia ain't all it's cracked up to be."
Yeah. And in today's time, it's like, well, no shit.
I guess not.
You know. So anyway.
Okay.
Bad shit happens. The living dead. You gotta be nice to them. Apparently.
Yeah.
It's like this is an 84-minute stinker, and we watched all 84 minutes.
Dave wanted to skip, and we should listen to Dave.
So giving in the end when we rate this movie, it ends up with a 2 stars because we finished it.
Only because we finished it.
Just because of technicality.
Yeah, it's
it was
technical 2 stars.
Yeah.
Technical 2 stars. Personally, 1 star.
Yeah. Now, our second movie was one of my personal favorites.
I would have to say, this was one of the movies that I thought in my viewing career that was more freakier. I would label it as one of the freakiest movies I've ever seen. But on the second viewing, now that I'm older, because I saw this like 10 years ago. I mean,
when it first came out.
When it first came out on DVD, I watched it.
We didn't have DVD 10 years ago.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. This is 2010, dude. That was 2000.
We were in high school.
Oh, yeah. I
Even
guess we had
been out
DVD
for a
my
while.
senior year. That was 7 years
He
ago.
doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway, when this first came out and you saw it on VHS or DVD, whichever case
Well, at the time, you could still buy both.
yeah.
That's very true.
Well, one of the more freakier movies I've ever seen. Having watching it in a second viewing, much older situation, I would say it's less freaky, but more of just a good movie, as Dave pointed out.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
We watched a movie called The Mothman Prophecies.
Yeah. Well,
And-
I haven't even said it yet.
Yeah, no, we haven't
No,
got
I'm sorry.
there yet.
It's Mothman Prophecies, by the way. Yeah.
You know, it's just a good movie.
It
It's
was a
not.
very good movie.
It's not really. It probably wouldn't make the Halloween list again.
Probably not.
But it's one of those that I just enjoy because
Yeah.
it's for me. It's always one of those what if movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the freaky quality from before.
Yeah.
Was just like well, what if there really are Mothman?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I've never seen this movie. That's why I'm here. I never saw this movie, and I was invited. And it might be the age thing, like Taylor was saying, but I really didn't find it was a good movie. Had a lot of good suspense, but it wasn't freaky.
Yeah.
It was predictable. I might know what's around the corner.
Right.
Type of movie.
Right.
But overall, it was a good movie.
I think overall
it wasn't. I'm not gonna sleep tonight movie.
Right.
But
Well, in my own defense, the first time I saw this movie, I slept with the lights on.
yeah.
And I laid down in bed and I closed my eyes and had the lights on, and I'm like, I'm not opening my eyes for anything.
Yeah.
This is just.
I remember the first time I saw it.
To take.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw it. I had black vinyl like shades and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I lowered the shades. I could sleep with the lights off, but it was like once you close your eyes for the first time, that was it. You just accept the fact that you're not going to open them.
You're not opening your eyes again until you wake up.
I haven't quite figured out. I was second viewing. I haven't quite figured out why that is. But again, 10 years adds a lot of experience, a lot of what have you.
I think it has to do with.
Responsibility.
I think it has to do with the fact that once you see the Mothman, you know you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah.
Maybe that was it.
I think it's also my current acceptance of the way things. I mean, bad things that I try not to label things as good and bad personally, and so I just kind of accept things how they come.
Events happen, you can't stop them.
Right, and you don't, if you get into labeling things and putting them into categories as good and bad, then you start attaching things to them and, that kind of a thing. So I think trying to veer away from that kind of like, crappy things happen. Shit happens. People die.
You can't stop it.
People are born, people die.
I don't think now, if I were visited by a Mothman or whatever it would be called, I don't think I would go crazy like some of the people in the movie did.
Right.
Yeah. I kind of start
It
saying
would
my
still be
goodbyes.
freaky.
Oh, yeah.
I start, like, hey, I know it's close.
Would you care for a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Something.
Sit down and enjoy the moment.
Much different place
Yeah.
to be now than.
But back in the day when I first saw this, super freak.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's about it. We eventually, I don't know if we rated this yet, but the first one, did we say what we gave the first one?
Yeah, we gave it 2
rated
stars.
the first one.
Living
Second
Dead
movie,
gets a 2. And we really haven't.
as far as Mothman goes, I would have to give Mothman barely a 4. Not a bad. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying I'd watch it again if it were on somewhere. I enjoy it again.
I guess that's true.
I mean, I wouldn't oppose. You said, "Hey, let's watch the Mothman." I was like, "Okay, that sounds good." That type of thing. So,
I guess I'd have to be close to that. Maybe a 3.5.
yeah,
Somewhere in
pick
there.
one or the other. Can be.
There's no halfway.
If halfway, then I'd have to go 3.
With Netflix, there is
3.
no halfway. Which, by the way, I came up with a qualms today with Netflix is that you can't give anything less than a 1, which I think is bull. Because
there are movies that don't even deserve a 1.
Yeah.
And how come we can't give halves, but Netflix can give halves?
I don't know.
Because they have the
Master
computer
Control
software.
won't allow it.
Master Control won't allow it. That's nice, Dave. What do you give it?
AKA Moses.
Don't start. We don't make anybody upset.
I really like this movie. I wouldn't give it a 5 now, but I'd give it a strong 4.
Yeah.
So, not a, like, if you're like edging into 4, I'm like,
On the tail end of
I'm at the tail end of 4.
4.7, 4.8.
Yeah,
that kind of
because
thing.
I really do enjoy this
Well,
movie.
between the 3 of us, then it has to get a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd watch it again.
Oh, yeah, I would too.
So anyway, that's what we ended up with, and that's all we got, I think.
Yeah, we didn't really
That
give
was
a
our
lot.
night.
We didn't really talk a lot about what happens in Mothman, but
Oh, yeah.
I don't really think we need to. I mean, it's just it's a good
self-explanatory.
movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth watching.
It's a good story. It's a good
Yeah,
experience.
don't
good story.
expect to be scared,
No.
but just expect a good movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's about it. So I think next week.
Are we up to 10 now?
This 1, 2, 2, 4, 6,
Oh,
8.
up to
Plus,
11.
plus 1 will be 9. This will be 11, I think. Maybe.
I think we're up to 11,
Maybe. Possibly.
And it's the 12th.
so we might catch up tomorrow.
We'll catch up tomorrow. I don't know.
Unless we're doing, we need to watch a movie with the Chapmans tomorrow.
Do we?
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know if we're doing anything.
Super
We should
freak
do.
movie.
Yeah.
So that's our 1 minute. So anyway, we'll talk to you later. You all have a good evening and stay safe.
Stay safe.
Don't open the... If there are any zombies in your house, treat them like family.
Yeah. Offer them some beans and dog food.
Don't show you're scared.
Yeah, and
Show no fear.
don't let them look in the mirror. They don't like that.